Good morning guys, it's 4:15 AM and I'm heading to the beach in search of a good composition for sunrise. There's definitely something really amazing about being out at this time of the morning. It's almost like you have the world to yourself most of the time. Just to be next to and on a beach like this, undisturbed, and it be so calm in Scotland is just a chance that I'm not going to stay in bed for. So I think I'm going to head up to the top of the mountain. Well, it's not really a mountain, up to the top of the cliff edge and see if I can shoot some nice photos overlooking the beach. I think it should only be about, I don't know, 10-minute, 15-minute hike. That should give me plenty of time to set up my composition and then wait for the light. It's a pretty nice camping spot right here. Look at the view that you wake up to. Good morning guys. So I'm just following this half sheep, half human trail, and I think there's another beach just on the other side of that rock. So I'm gonna go and have a look and hopefully I'll get lucky. Just got to cross this water first. It's not very deep. There we go. Everything's a tiny bit harder this early in the morning. I can see a bit of orange light just in the distance, so I'm going to ramp it up a bit. The last thing I want is to take too long on the actual hike and not get any photographs and not get set up in time, so I'm going to turn off the camera now and pretty much sprint to the beach. See you in a bit. Super cool little building I found right next to the beach. Just saw a few rabbits run out of here as well. Lots of rabbits about. I'm about 2 minutes from the beach. Should be just enough time to get set up, get my composition, and then fire. So as a photographer, you got to be super careful when you're entering a beach. You don't want to have loads of footprint trails that you've just created and can't get the shot that you wanted to. So the best bet is to look for your composition around the outside first, and then if you do need to go into the center, maybe head around the edges to get to your shot so you can shoot the other way. So in the end the light was disappointing, nothing really much happened. It was very slow really. The sun was just stuck behind the clouds, so there was no nice golden light that I was hoping for, but it does happen more times than not. You'll get a dud, but yeah, it's good to go for a hike, and I think I'm gonna head back along the road on the way back, so turn it into more of a loop hike, make it more interesting instead of going back the same way that I've just come from. I'm gonna hang around a tiny bit longer and see if anything happens, but I don't suppose it is. I did get some nice light yesterday though, actually, on the other beach where we're staying at. I was sitting in the van doing some work, and then all of a sudden it stopped raining and the light appeared, so I'll put some of them pictures up for you to see. So just behind the beach I found this really interesting piece of flat water with all these reeds coming out, so I'm going to give that a go and see if I can get a nice shot out of that, but it's a crazy amount of flies about. They're not midges, but they're annoying. Anyway, see what I can get here. There's some nice reflections. So a slight change of plan. I'm heading back to the beach. The sun's just risen out of the clouds and is casting this nice light onto the rocks, so I'm going to head back, see if I can get some shots on the actual beach. I've just spent about 5-10 minutes shooting this kind of flat water pond thing, and got some okay shots, so my spirits are high and I'm going to see what I can get on the beach. So unfortunately I've had to stop taking photos on the beach because my camera's decided to break. I mean, one photo it was fine, and the next photo it had these crazy light streaks or light streak across the top right hand side of the image, and it's just overexposing that area, which doesn't make any sense. I think it's something to do with the shutter, but I've managed to find a house on the way back to the van that's got Wi-Fi that's unlocked, so I'm just having a look to see what I can find online, but it's not looking good. I'm in a remote island in the middle of nowhere and I haven't got the money to replace the camera, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do really. I'm pretty disappointed. Started off a really nice morning and it's ended pretty badly really. Suppose I'll just have to head back to the van and try and find some signal for the phone and give Canon a ring and see what they suggest, but I'm not here for that long, so it's not going to get sorted in the next week or 2 weeks while I'm here. I don't know. I just have to see what they say and hope for the best really. Hopefully it can be fixed cheaply. Yeah, just have to wait and find out. And if I flick through my photos, you'll be able to see that it was fine. So in that image it's fine, and then literally the next image it starts to happen, and now it won't go. Very, very disappointing. So it's 2 minutes past 8 and I'm nearly back at the van, but I completely misjudged that walk. It took about 10 times longer than I thought it would. I bet B's still in bed, still sleeping. You still asleep?
No.
What are you doing?
Woke up, I was wondering where you were. It's been like 4 hours.
I decided to do a loop and come along the road on the way back because I went to the other beach, and it took so long. My feet are hurting a lot.